Adi Shankaracharya was an 8th century Indian philosopher and theologian who consolidated the doctrine of Advaita Vedanta. He is credited with unifying and establishing the main currents of thought in Hinduism. In the space of the 32 years that he was given in the form of a mortal body, he plumbed the depths of the great legacy of Hindu philosophy, systematized and developed the Advaita doctrine into an imperishable school of thought, revived and reformed Hinduism toward the length and breadth of India, from Kaladi in Kerala to Kedarnath in the Himalayas, and set up the four mathas to ensure Hinduism's preservation and propagation. Hinduism has not seen a thinker of his caliber, or witnessed, before or since, the indefatigable energy he displayed in pursuing the goals he set out to achieve. The great seers who wrote the Upanishads could scarcely have thought that centuries after their remarkable insights, there would appear an individual who would give their ideas such widespread traction and appeal. In his perennially peripatetic, eventful, yet much too short a life, Shankara became a shining beacon in the evolution of Hinduism and the thought structure that has underpinned it. In this sense, he was a legatee of a larger legacy that commenced millennia before, of profound intellectual spirituality, contemplation, debate, inquiry, discussion and ideas about the cosmos and our place in it. His seminal philosophical contribution can only be fully understood if we are aware, however briefly, of this legacy and its amazing relevance to what science is telling us about the cosmos and our world today. His works in Sanskrit discuss the unity of the Atman and Nirguna Brahman without attributes. He wrote copious commentaries on the Vedic canon, Brahma Sutras, principal Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita in support of his thesis. His works elaborate on ideas found in the Upanishads. He also composed numerous devotional hymns, which are rich in poetry and piety, serving to highlight the helplessness of the devotee and the glory of the deity. A brief profile of Shankaracharya. Shankara's life and teachings portray a perfect man, highly competent and supremely efficient. To sum up, a brief profile of the master may be drawn thus. Shankara, the Yogeshwara, was the most distinguished in all systems of yoga. Foremost in the field of Jnana Yoga, the perfect Jnani. Foremost in the field of Karma Yoga, the ideal of all Karma Yogis. Foremost in the field of Bhakti Yoga, the noblest of Bhaktas worthy of emulation. Unsurpassed in the field of Hatha Yoga. Master in both the knowledge and practice of the Tantric system. Foremost among teachers, a mobile university, sympathetic yet relentless, the world teacher, Jagadguru. A perfect organizer who established great institutions in the four quarters of the country which remain, even today, the beacons of spirituality. A far-sighted statesman who integrated the country as a cultural unit and laid firm foundation for it. Even today, India is bound as one nation not by one political ideology or one common economic policy or any other secular program of material welfare, but by its one cultural foundation which has sprung up from, is sustained by, its spiritual heritage. This great heritage was in turn consolidated in its best and purest form by Shankara. An exemplary man of letters, his style has the mathematical precision of a scientist's, vividity of expression of a poet laureate and unity of vision of a spiritual master, coupled with simplicity and straightforwardness of presentation. Above all, a down-to-earth man whose heart throbbed with compassion and sympathy for all men and beings irrespective of whether they were rich or poor, learned or illiterate, Brahmana or Chandala. Birth and childhood. Adi Shankara was born in Kaldi, a village in Kerala, India, to a Nambutiri Brahman couple, Shivguru and Aryamba, and lived for 32 years. Adi Shankara's parents were childless for many years. They prayed at the Vadakkunnathan temple, also known as Vrishachala, in Thrissur, Kerala, for the birth of a child. Legend has it that Shiva appeared to both husband and wife in their dreams and offered them a choice, a mediocre son who would live a long life or an extraordinary son who would not live long. Both the parents chose the latter, thus a son was born to them. He was named Shankara, in Sanskrit meaning is bestower of happiness, in honor of Shiva, one of whose epithets is Shankara. His father died while Shankara was very young. Shankara's Upnayana, the initiation into student life, was performed at the age of 5. As a child, Shankara showed remarkable scholarship, mastering the 4 Vedas by the age of 8. Following the customs of those days, Shankara studied and lived at the home of his teacher. It was customary for students and men of learning to receive bhik, alms, from the laity. On one occasion, while accepting bhik, Shankara came upon a woman who had only a single dried amlaka fruit to eat. Rather than consuming this last bit of food herself, the pious lady gave away the fruit to Shankara as bhik. Moved by her piety, Shankara composed the Kankadr Stotram on the spot. Legend has it that on completion of the stotra, golden amlaka fruits were showered upon the woman by Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth.